Okay, I think we're actually back. So I just had a blue screen of that. That was pretty amazing. Like just when I started to suspense about starting a project, you know. Okay, let me start everything up for you, right? Let's get this going. Let's get this party restarted. Let's put on some music. And let's open up like VS Code. Also, thanks for the follow, Billy. I hope you're still around, but I can expect that you're like, where the fuck did he go? I'm just gonna leave here. Is everything still up and running? I think so. Yeah. Okay. We're back. We're all the way back. Okay. So let me open like another window. Brave here. Okay. Okay, cool. We are back. My computer just totally crashed on me. Okay, Google. Shut up. Nice. I was like, I opened up like, I closed my terminal, opened up VS Code, and it was like completely nuked. Blue screen of that. Yay. Oh well. Maybe my computer's telling me to use Next.js instead of regular S like HTML, CSS. But hey, we'll see how it goes, and I can always switch later. Or like redo this whole thing like tomorrow evening. I don't know. And now for your main event of the evening. We have a list again. 1, 2, 4. Actually. Is this the embed information? How do you do this again? I can also just do this. It doesn't matter. Video. Features. Thing. I did better. I started my VS Code yesterday on a blue screen. I tried to restart, but the blue screen again, and then on the restart it was unable to find the boot drive, so I had to make. Oh, whack. Oh, that's pretty whack. Why isn't it formatting? Gus probably doesn't have a. Okay, and then we're just gonna do some regular ass formatting. Like, can you just configure like prettier for me? Can I just eat prettier inside of like VS Code and it's like okay with it? So yeah, that I install. Yeah, actually, my computer doesn't blue screen all that much, but this was a first in like a couple of months. Visual Studio, JavaScript Prettier extension, okay. But how does it want to like... Okay, so it just says like if you create a prettier RC, here RC, it will work. Okay. Now let me see what I normally use for my prettier. I always forget. Yeah. Which products do I have? Which products did I actually finish? Like, let's just use like... Ooh, there's not a prettier config inside of here. Fuck me. There's actually no configuration here as well, so then I use the default ones for that. That's fine, but I want to like pretty much copy and paste over. Oh, use affiliates maybe? Am I retarded? I guess I always use like the normal configurations then. Next. Yes, default. You know what? Let's just Google the good old like good default prettier config. Yeah, sure. Do this, right? Yeah, buddy. Okay, I like a 2 indent. Single quote. Okay, that's nice. And then we have something like an API. Are you? Oh no, options. Here, options. So tab width, step, semicolons. I don't really need that because I don't need any JavaScript, I guess. Bracket spacing. I don't need that as well. Bracket line. If true, if false. I don't need that as well because that's all JSX related. I do use prettier, but it depends on the environment I'm building. Yeah, I don't know. I like to use prettier like right off the bat. Mostly, I don't know, it just works way more convenient. Just like what I was doing now, right? Like we started here. If I look at this, I just can't help myself to want to do this, right? And you see how it goes. Then you're like spending a couple of seconds like formatting your own thing. Oh shit, format. Oh no, why are you not formatting? Oh no, I screwed myself. Oh please, come back. Come back. Ah! I thought it worked. It just freaking worked. Like, what happens if... Okay, now it works again for some magical reason. But let's see. Let's use a logo. So let's create an image tag. Then we need like an assets folder. And inside the assets folder, I want to have an image folder. Inside the image folder... actually we don't need it quite yet because Crossroads is like just a like an H. Isn't it? It's like a. I can just use a div, I guess. Yeah, why not? It's like not really text. It's more like a logo that is text. Okay, and then we need a header, and inside the header we need like an H1, and then we say like save 100 of euros, and then I can make a spawn out of this. I can even use an underline thing, but I think a spawn is just more convenient. Underline. Then we have a button group. I think that's fine. We have like 2H with button tag. 2. Okay, nice. Then we this way, do this. Pricing. This will go to boom. Still have to set it up, but hey, we'll get to it. And this is like okay, that's cool. It's like it's also button light because it's on the black background. And this will say like buy now. This will say, let's see. What is my formatter doing? Although usually when I build something using regular HTML series, I tend to write the HTML using Emmet instead. Yeah, I'm also using Emmet, but for some reason my prettier is like not vibing with me. I think I have to set like the width. I was looking for defaults 18, like 100. What is it with? What is going on here? Why is it like doing this on the separate one, then doing this, and then doing this? Like... What? My editor's crazy. Oh well. Oh well, let's not be stressed about it all that much. Okay, so now it's just HTML. Let's just write all the HTML and then like go with the flow, shall we? Like then we have a section. Inside the section we have a video element. We'll probably need to like, do I have something inside of Loom that I can just like embed for now? Oh shit, I need an account. Do I still know my account? Like, let's here look at my pretty when I sign in. Whoa, do I have one? Can I log in? Oh shit, I do have videos. Wow. Wow. What is this? Oh shit. It's like... It's from April 2020. And it are like... Why is it uploading? That's strange. Okay, so... You know what? Let's grab this one. I think it's fine. I think I'm not showing any sensitive. Hey, look at my. Oh my god. Okay, so I like lost 40 kilos of weight over the past 2 years. Look at my fat fucking face here. Komt in 2 talen. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Can I zoom in? Engels en Nederlands. Holy fuck, the difference. Shee! Okay, nice. Sorry, I needed some like self-motivation. Damn, congrats. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's not until I like saw this video, like I was like, if you work for 2 years, like it's really subtle. You look at yourself in the mirror and think, okay, well, yeah, I lost a lot of weight. But always when I see like old footage, like if you post yourself on Instagram, even when you were as fat as I am back in the time, which there's, apart from the health reasons, there's like nothing wrong with like being that much overweight. Like I was still having friends. I was social life, nothing changed. Only on the health side, a lot of things changed. But when I look at this, I'm like, holy shit, I come from far, bro. Like, damn. But we want to embed this. How do we do this? Continue watching on mobile. Call to action. Change thumbnails. Comment. Record a. Does anybody know? Like, I can Google it, but if somebody knows in chat, like how to embed a Loom video. Well, it's pretty much should be like. Okay, maybe I should read the fucking manual. Like from your video share page. Like. Oh, you know what? You know what? Can I just like copy the link to like a standard Loom video? Yeah, sure. And then like share. Okay, here it is. Do you want to fix that response? I don't care. Like, give me this. Whoop. Okay, and now we have a very biggie video. Why is it an iframe? Why are you iframe? Probably because it comes with a whole bunch of code, right? Yeah, so it's an iframe with a video with a bunch of custom controls. That was to be expected. I don't know what else I expected. Now, let's not focus on this like flown out, like however you say that in English, like images. I will get to that later. These will just be absolutely positioned. Like also, let's enable the grid so you can see what we're doing. So with this section, let's handle this like as the section header. I don't know. Let's put the styles on the header. That makes more sense, so we can get rid of a couple of HTML elements. Okay, cool. And then we have the actual body, which will take an H2, which will say it only takes 2 minutes. 2 minutes to win it. Okay, so that's that. Then we have another section, and inside that section we'll probably have 2 divs. In the first div has an image. Do we still have like a placehold API? Placehold.it. Placeholder.com. Yeah, sure. Give me placeholder.com. I'm good. Any minute now. Let's close a couple of tabs, right? Okay, well, this is a damn great service if it doesn't even load like... Okay, what if I do like one... Does this work? Like... Yeah, okay, so that does work. Okay, well, yeah, cool. Give me this one. Yeah. So... Let's do this, and let's say placeholder. How big is this? Like, let's do 350. Which gives me this, and it probably needs to be a bit bigger. By the way, your issue with Prettier might be because VS Code is using the wrong format for my configure. It's using well, yeah, I think I just selected like format. I can do like where's my editor config? It doesn't show my editor config. Does it show an editor config in like the directory? Why are you complaining, ZSH, about the about the blue screen? No. So then we can document with prettier. Yeah, the default set to prettier. Settings. And then settings. Shit, no, I need my own settings. Yeah, here it is. Format editor. Yeah, it's prettier. Is this the right one? Oh shit, it's only set for TypeScript. Set. And I do have this extension enabled. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's working. Maybe it's yeah. Okay, so I think it's working fine. We'll work with it. If I run into any more issues, I will take a closer look. Excuse me. You know what? For convenience sake, let's make these 450 just to make them a little bigger, so we have some room, some wiggle room. Okay, so then we have like an H2, which is gonna be more than just a couple of buttons, and then we have a P. We have a PP. We actually have 2 PPs. A woman's dream, 2 PPs. And then we have an A tag, which is C all oh fuck, coolo. Okay, so this was actually one of the reasons I might wanted to use like Next.js. Because I also want to show like all the... Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna do like blocks. Like blocks. I don't know. I don't care. Maybe I'll even remove that button if I don't find it convenient. No, I will actually create a blocks page. It's just... I just have to screenshot like 26 blocks and put them all on a page. And that's it. But actually, let's give this a class name of button. See all blocks. We will actually like... do this with something else, and we will this the features, another section which pretty much uses the same structure except that this goes here. Start with templates. Yeah, you know, I always most of the time in HTML, yeah, it's mostly in HTML that I'm having like weird formatting issues. It's not all the time. Like right now, it seems to be going fine. Get started. Let's go to pricing for this. Pricing, and then we have this section again. Bring your own framework. Okay, this is actually way faster than like building the thing in Next.js. Who would have thought that a framework for like marketing and landing pages is overkill if you don't use a CMS and you just need some static data? But most of our clients want like fancy fucking frameworks because their uncle told them so. I don't know. There's just something about like writing in vanilla vanilla HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It's just so satisfying. It's so simple. Okay, so we have this. Now we have like the pricing blocks. How do I want to do this? I want to have a section with an H2. Div. I guess that's the thing, right? Like we are going to create a div, which is like price. I guess price block. Price block. Price block, gear 4. Okay. Inside there, like, you know what? Let's just create a single price block. Code that one out. And then we can move, and then we can just copy and paste it a bunch of times. So for price block, and the price blocks will have some padding, and inside that we will have like an H3 with the version name, which in this case is light, and then we have an H4. Yeah, why not? Like $19. I can also use dollar. Maybe I should Unicode $, uni, or like HTML dollar. Character. Yeah, give me the $. It's Unicode. Like on HTML end. Okay. And then we need like a small paragraph. A generous amount of blocks. Create your pages with, and then we have like an unordered list with like inside that we have like 3 list items, 8 blocks, 1 starter. I have to refresh my memory on this, but I think you are able with some funky CSS to like change the styling of the discs. So we'll look into that, and because otherwise I will just like include like a figure inside of here, or like or just like an icon font or whatever. But I think we can do that with CSS, which makes more sense because it's just like a pricing thingy. And now here we are going to go to Gumroad, and we can say go light. So what do we end up with here? Yeah, so like light 19. Yeah, okay. Now let's place this inside of a price. Yeah, because it's styling only. You know, if you even, I don't know, when I write my HTML or my JSX, whatever, I like it to be like somewhat readable if people don't load in the styles for whatever reason. I mean, this doesn't look all that great, I know, but it's still like, it's still content and it's still readable. Still makes sense. If it was up to me, I will just hide the images when we get like, when we don't like the styles, load in the styles, but hey, you can't have everything, right? But we have to worry about like the, how am I gonna group this? I think I'm just gonna do like price grid. Actually, I'm gonna make a group out of this. I'm saying pricing grid. And then this is like a pricing item. Then we have like light, pro, upgrade, and the free version. Okay, so now we have Pro. Pro is gonna be, I don't know, I think like this I updated copy just now, and I think it's like, I'm a marketing genius, if I say so myself. Like, for the price of a video game, I mean, if you can write copy more with a marketing mindset than that, let me know. Includes everything from light, comes with 27 blocks. I'll have to double check that. And then we can have 5 and it comes with 5 starter templates. Then we can go and we can say, okay, we also have like, you can upgrade this badass thing for like $50. Sadly, Gumroad doesn't allow upsells, so we have to do it ourselves. Go Pro. We actually have to make this buttons. Oh, I can just like grab this 1, 2, 3, 4. Class is button. Don't think I actually have to apply any like modifiers to this. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. And then this is like contact, and this will be like a mail to Twan@trch.nl. I'm not gonna create yet another domain for this. Are you gonna use some kind of styling library like Bootstrap, or no? I'm just gonna use regular CSS. I'll probably do like yeah, you know what? Ever since like CSS grids was introduced, I don't really see the need for any like styling library per se, or for these kind of projects, right? I mean, if you're doing like a dashboard or whatever, that's more. Sometimes you get projects from clients where they're like, I don't freaking care about the styling, I just care about the functionality. Use Bootstrap or InDesign or like Chakra to do it. But for most of my projects, I like to use Tailwind. I know it just works a little bit faster. But for this project where I don't use Next.js and don't use any build tools or whatever, just use regular CSS. It's just a singular landing page. I will use CSS variables. I will use CSS grid. Yeah, what more do you need? I mean, if you have a good naming system, you know how to write CSS, you can do a landing page without any tooling. Keeps things light as well. I mean, I guess there's an argument where Tailwind is lighter than like what I'm about to do, like writing my CSS file, because you have utility classes. Yeah, actually, I don't know. We can put that to the test, maybe someday. Okay, so go pro, we have contact, which can be capitalized, and then we have like try it. And I'm actually going to do like the free template also. Maybe I have to make the... Nah, no, not sure yet. Try out the free template. You know... Hopefully this sucker is gonna sell like crazy amount of things. Cause I don't know, I just love streaming and love like coding in the open. Oh well. We also have to grow up someday and just get a job. And then we have like a footer here at the bottom. Hey Dragonia, long time no see. It's not that I've been streaming for the past 2 weeks, but... How are you doing, my gal? And then we have footer. What are we going to do in the footer? We have a copyright thingy, I guess, like a URL with an LE, and we say, what's the standard message again? Like all rights reserved. Yeah. Whoop. And then we have like, and front-end app stuff? Holy moly! Hopefully you're not like driving through that work. Hopefully it's fun to do. Otherwise, you can hire me for like some amount an hour. I will gladly take over the work from you because I need some money because I'm running out in a couple of months. Hey, help a homie out. Okay. Jesus Christ, why? Actually, I VPF XAML. Oh, it's .net. Oh my god. Tech panel. Oh my god. Oh, rip you. Rip you. Oh well, as long as the job pays good. Right? Sometimes you have these phases like it's like struggling and then it's like fun and then it's like a little bit of struggle. That's the circle of like being a developer, I guess. I guess it's time to stall this motherfucker, right? Excuse my French. Yeah, so we also have to take into account that we have to do these icons on the side. How am I going to do the actual icons? one might ask. Am I going to absolutely position that son of a bitch, or? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna absolutely position those suckers. And then I will just set index this so that even if you scale and Twitter becomes slightly after the text, it won't be any issues. We can't. They just let me. Oh yeah, it's nicer. Oh, why? Sorry, I misread the sentence. Why can't you just like? I have never heard of that one. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's like your app everywhere. Beautifully high fidelity experiences your users will love. Never heard of this one. It's like a completely other domain for me. Cross platform as well. Yeah, it's just like for. Why do I always get the feeling that like doing this kind of work so much easier than regular as web development at the moment, because this looks fairly similar to like Flitter, for example, where you like define everything with widgets. Like kind of also seems like web components, where we're still not at with JavaScript. I don't think I don't think the right word exactly is like easier. It's just like this is so much more. Well, maybe it is easier because you just define like a stack panel with a button inside of it, and in HTML CSS you will be like, I will have to take it like Chakra, and I have to do that, and I have to hook it up to here and there, and just this and that. Other systems less pain to use than any web stuff I had used so far. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe I have to get into that world as well. Like, leave web development behind me. Just make some desktop apps and, like, vibe. I don't know. Who knows? I guess it's time to style this actual piece of beautifully crafted front end. Style.css. Okay, so if I now open style.css, actually, is the editor like big enough for you guys, or should I increase like the font thingy? Let's say. Right. I can't. Just regular as white. Well, we'll still move towards webs more and more, so web is still likely a good option. Yeah, it is. I don't know. I'm just like having not a great time finding a freelance gig. It's all over the place. Like they expect you to be able to build a fucking rocket engine instead of doing some regular as JavaScript work. This is no. And we also have to load in the interfont now that I'm thinking of it. Okay.
Hi, my name is...
Okay, Charles, can you please like shut up for just a second while I figure this shit out? Okay, like this works. Light, okay. Nothing on the hand. What is... this is all related to like the... I hate when you use iframes and they're all like, oh shit, there are like so many issues. But now that I'm thinking of it, let's just go to fonts.google and like make a big step. What the fuck is this? I just need the interfont, guys. I don't need anything else. I just need the interfont. Give me that. Give me that sucker. Which one do we have? I guess there was like a way to see this. Course issues are even worse. Yeah, I don't know. For me, oftentimes, if I run into like a course issue, I'm like, yo, why the fuck are we running into course issues? Who was responsible for like the course? So fix it. Or like tell me what I'm missing. You know, that's like one thing. I'm like more... I don't know if that's really feasible anymore, but I just want to stay on the front end. Like for my own projects and like hobby projects, I want to dabble into back end, but I don't know. I'm just in love with crafting like good ass front ends. Like I love CSS. I'm like one of the few guys who really love CSS. We need black, bold, semi-bold, black, regular, medium. Okay, we pretty much need everything. Can I get away with like... Okay, this bold, this is black. Extra bold. Semi-bold. All the bolds. Okay, so I need medium until black. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Okay. Shit. Did I have extra bold in there? Or am I... Black. Yeah, we need extra bold for the things. If you want to do backend, do loopback.js first. I think it's quite easy to set up first. Loopback. Oh shit, that's not a link. Loopback. Highly accepted Node.js and TypeScript framework for building APIs and microservices. Oh shit. I like the design, it's clean. Getting started. Oh, maybe I should read the landing page first before jumping straight into a brand new call. Open APIs back for US API and leave them substantially. I like this. If you're good at TypeScript is still something I'm working on, but that's mostly because I haven't really been properly introduced to like good production grade TypeScript environments. Like that's also one thing that sucks about all the freelance gigs I'm getting offered. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can get up and running with TypeScript like in like a couple of weeks. Like put me inside of a repository where actually people wrote decent TypeScript and I'm sure I can get used to it within a couple of weeks. Maybe, okay, maybe I have to ask you guys a couple of questions just to keep me up and running. Just advise me a book or advise me a couple of articles to get started. But they just don't want to bite. So I'm on the side, I'm writing a TypeScript application called Birdmark for bookmark, for Twitter bookmarks. And I'm using TypeScript, Superbase and all that kind of fun stuff. Do know the first four is kind of hard to understand if you don't know the basic of those. Or for start have those loopback v3. I'm just going to look at the getting started. And then I'm going to decide if I want to have a look at 3. I think you're okay, so it's basically... Oh, so it uses... Yeah, I know that this is something I know from like Angular. No. But I want to use TypeScript. I'm hell-bent on using TypeScript. Everybody wants me to write TypeScript, then I'm going to write TypeScript. I know that's not like the best motivation. Actually, I think it's the best motivation ever because TypeScript is probably going to pay my bills. Redis, Mongo. API in the digital era. Well, that's pretty handy. I mean, do you have an API? Yeah, I guess you can, in theory, have an API without the digital era. Can you? How do you handle models? Yeah, this does seem pretty interesting though. I don't know, but still, you know, I think for me it's just I should focus on getting like really good at front end. I have to use it mainly as it's fairly simple in terms of framework choices. Yeah, I heard that from a lot of people. Actually, a couple of friends. Actually, thanks for the loopback. I will look at that like off stream a bit more. let's focus on the landing page. Very comfortable. I'm happy to use .NET. Yeah, a couple of friends of mine also like made the transition to like .NET. I don't know. It's there haven't really been any .NET jobs that I got excited about. Mostly my excitement lies within web. But then again, I mean, maybe it's like the most sickest shit ever and I'm missing out. Oh, how do you remove all? I like to do, let's just do link. Let's do this. Yep. Why do we have 3? Okay. Actually, I've always wondered this, like Google Fonts link versus CSS import. Are there any benefits of choosing one over the other? For an app specification, you want to use link tag. A rule of thumb, you want to avoid import rules because they differ learning interface. Okay, yes, okay. That makes sense. We want to use this. Okay, now we have this. Yeah, I tried to do that, but I was like building an ASP FC app and I just sucked at it big time. Even the styling was ugly as hell. Even hell was more Even hell was more beautiful. Well, if that's the case, I don't know. How do you do like... Okay, this stream is going to be all over the place, but I don't care. As long as we're having fun, right? .NET styling. I don't know. On net for bake styling. Yeah, yes. This is .NET. This is peak .NET. Like a woman laying against the bed, thinking about her life and what she will have for dinner. I like this style. That let me stand in the snow for 5 hours and then get inside to make a photo. Is this the right documentation? Oh, I hate... Okay, so that's one thing I'm going to say. I really don't like Microsoft documentation. I can never find what I'm looking for. Horizontal alignment center. Comic Sans. Oh no. I have to say, it looks pretty easy. Okay, but then I'm looking like a bit closer, like XK. Oh, XAML. C#. Forms. Yay. Fuck is WinForms. Windows Forms. Wow. Actually, how performant is like .NET, etc. Because every time I see like, I don't know, my freaking dentist use any kind of like Microsoft-ish software that's written in .NET or whatever, they tend to sit around like, I guess it all depends on who developed it. Let me take that back. I guess it all depends. Actually, let's set up a grid. Or do I can container? I could think that's better. Let's set up a container. How wide is this bad boy? It's 69 pixels. It's a mix of it. And then we have a margin 0.8.
Hi, my name is Charles. I'm an account executive.
Charles. I'm going to click on Charles like way more often than I probably like. Let's put this bad boy into a container. That's something I forgot to do. Okay, so now it's in a container. We actually want to put this inside of a container as well. Can't you just disable autoplay? I don't know. Maybe I want to hear Charles's voice way more often. It keeps me sane. Charles is my new boyfriend. boyfriend inside of this webpage. Be like Charles. Wait a minute, what the fuck did I do wrong here? I did something that's not right. Why are you in a header? This needs to be like a div. Okay, cool. That's where I went wrong. No, shit. I know again, because like fucking sections can have their own headers. Semantics one. Do you even know them? Which means that this needs to be in a container. Yep. No. Okay, cool. Features. So, .NET Core is crazy performant, actually sometimes close to native. .NET Framework is not as performant, but if well written, good enough. Yeah, just, I don't know. It can also be because, don't get me wrong, but I think like a lot of like that kind of software is like written in like sweatshops where they don't care about performance and like the actual quality of the code. People who like treat like coding not really like a craftsmanship, but more like just get the job done. It doesn't care how the code actually looks under the hood as long as it works and it pays money. I don't know. I have my moments as well where I'm like, I don't care how it works as long as it works. Most of the time I like thinking about like, does my code read well? Is it is properly separated? We're using enough variables, like all that kind of stuff. I'm actually reading a book on domain-driven design and testing, because those are a couple of things that I'm quite lacking in at the moment, like design patterns for software. I'm having a blast reading that book, because it pretty much brings me to the next level of coding, where I'm like, I know, I can code pretty much any front end. It's more sort of like we have TypeScript, where I need to get better at. Like front end testing in general is not something I have ever had to do in whatever job. So that's something I have to learn. And then like also just design principles like object-oriented programming and like domain-driven design, like working with the classes over like functions, all that kind of stuff. I've written memory manipulation tools, C#, .NET Framework, and they were good enough to read structs from a game's memory, pass some stuff, and I ran it to the overlay. Yeah, you can tell me like the Pope uses it. I don't know. I don't know if that's impressive or not. They're growing up. I'm sorry. I want to talk with you so bad, but I just don't have enough experience with like C# and like games and like memory management and all that kind of fun stuff. I mean, I know roughly what it is, but you are just like universes ahead of me with that stuff. I don't know. Can you like explain it to me like I'm 5 years old? That kind of stuff. Yeah, sure. I'm down for that. Okay, let me see. Huh. Okay, then let's use 18. Okay, I'm getting this weird ass like text message from like one of my friends. Like, if you can choose Nexon Launcher or Steam, I have... What the fuck is Nexon Launcher? Welcome to Nexon Launcher. Delete. Okay, no, just use Steam, please. Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Maybe I can get away with making this... Yeah, you know what? I might actually make this 20. Just so it has like... Yeah, I will make this 20. And then we also have like a small font size, which we probably also need to use for like the footer. 875. 40 price blocks. This is all normal. 36, 48, 36. Let's also make this more consistent. 32, 48, 48. Heading size. MD is... Okay, so 36. I don't know. I always like setting like these numbers up front, so I can also do a little bit of tweaking. So we have 36 and 32. Like, what happens if I make this 32? No, it needs to be 36. Why can't you just be 36? Because then you don't fit on the grid. Maybe I can... It takes 2 minutes. You know what? I'm actually gonna cheat a little here. Let's take this off grid. That actually, I don't know. It actually does this looks good? Does this look good? Yeah, it breaks the flow of the page a little bit, which is kind of cool. That's kind of cool. It's not that bad, but I do this more often in a couple of my other designs. 24, so let's make this 32. Ah, that's actually a little bit too much, so 24 is fine. But we were working on the heading styles. So now we know that it's 36. So 36, 6 plus 16 is 32. Okay, let's just use a calculator because I don't want to put my mind in the animal stress. 2.25. 2.25 irium. Heading size SM. Okay, we don't need that. We probably heading size XL, which is 48. 48 divided by 16. If somebody doesn't know what I'm doing and wants to know what I'm doing, just ask, you know? You can ask me anything. If I answer something else, but no. I'll probably answer any question that's getting dropped into chat. Just let me know if you have some questions. And I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. We also have 1.5. Actually, I'm gonna make this like heading size SM, just so it makes more sense. I mean, we do now have a duplicate 1.5 REM thingy. But this is a heading, right? This is text, this is a heading. Like, you can also see this like as part of the heading, only it has another font size. So it should be in there. So now we have 36, we have 48, which is 48 represent. By the way, I did ask this before, but do you think that Figma is better than Adobe XD? I'm not the one to say that one's better than the other. However, I work with both and I enjoy working with Figma a lot more. And that's also because now I don't need to install the whole Adobe suite and like sell my soul to like Adobe and all that kind of weird shit. And like, wait a minute, I need to send a, how do you call such a terrible monstrosity of a beast? Mug. Mug. What the fuck is mug in het Engels? Sorry, that was Dutch. Mosquito! Yeah, nice. English. Motherfucker, do you speak it? Fuck you. Ah, why are you not dead? Okay, be gone, spawn of Satan. Oh, we also have to take over the scribbly lines. Oh well, we'll do that later. But now... but to get back to report, do I like one more than the other? Lol, I hit muggen too. Yeah, muggen sucks. I mean, I think this is like actually the first mug slash mosquito for the people who don't know what I mean by saying mug. In like 2 years after I installed like anti-mug material inside of my Windows. I think it actually fucking pricked me in the leg, the bastard. How my leg itches. But maybe that's just because I'm thinking of mosquitoes. Ah. I tend to itch when I think of mosquitoes. Okay, just let's get back to coding. We're like taking the piss out of everything at the moment. Okay, so we have all the header styles. We have this. Let's just get moving with the actual navigation now. So I think this is the one and only div inside of the navigation inner, so we can do that. Nav div. I hate them so much because I left 7 or 8 of them in the... that sucks. Yeah, actually, when I started living in this apartment, there were like no mosquito like thingies, like nets inside of windows, which have a name, which we call in Dutch like roll thingies. Hi, do you work with Laravel? Nope. Nope. I don't work with Laravel. I actually haven't... Have I ever... I think I actually interacted with a Laravel backend at one point, but I never touched Laravel myself. I don't know. I'm not that much of a PHP guy. I don't vibe with the syntax. That's my humble opinion. I don't hate it. I just don't vibe with it. This is 20, so this is like far... font size LG, and the font weight is okay, cool. Now, can actually someone tell me? Okay, let's have inner, which is a class. That's why everything becomes like black. PyScript. Run Python in your HTML. I think this can be pretty awesome for Python and browse Python ecosystem for Python. Yeah, if I know a lot of people who actually do like data science with like Python, and like write all kinds of algorithms. So I think it's pretty. I mean, I'm just looking at this like right now, right? Sounds like another security nightmare. Hello, Draconia. Yeah, you know. I don't know. I think like PyScript is like a great tool for people who know how to write like Python but don't know anything about front end, and now they're able to like build a UI around the thing they wrote. Maybe like visualize their algorithms or like their data science stuff. But then again, I think it's a typical tool like writing regular as HTML, CSS, or like using a web framework to get the job done is better. But if you don't know how to use the web framework, you can use PyScript to also get the job done. I mean, not everybody needs a performant blazingly fast, as the prime Jim will say, front end. Some people just need to visualize something or like share something with the client via the interwebs. And then like PyScript could be great. But then again, if you want to build things for the web, maybe it also might be a fun endeavor to just learn some front end. Okay, this is taking way much time. I'm gonna speed things up a little. Okay, so we have this, which is font weight 7. Okay, so LE like font weight 7. Under text decoration none. Font size is 16, so that's the base style. So let's put it. Do we need to put that in there as well? Nah. 16 right, like 16 pixels, it's the same. Yeah, cool. Actually, does this also need to be like on the... Did I spell this wrong? I don't think so. Ooh. What? Oh, yeah, I know why. Because this is typical of CSS that the text decoration is on the A tag and not on the... but in that case, I can just like do this because otherwise it's redundant. And let's also work on the header, like background color, slight far, dark. Cool, and then the actual Nuff is gonna be like position absolutos. So we get this, and then we're gonna say, oh, are we gonna run into any issues with other headers? I don't think so. Okay, so we're gonna say padding. $166. Let's say padding is 12. REM 0. Uh-huh. Cool. So then we have this. Why does this music make me think of like Skype? I'm getting a Skype call. Let's define like the basic things over here. Even that little sounds makes me think of Skype. I think this whole sample set is based off Skype. 160, 160, 160, 6. 60, 160. Skype remastered. Skype remix 2022. Hey, thanks for the follow, Bankrupt Maker. Hopefully you're not gonna make me bankrupt, because I'm almost already am. Okay, I think I'm gonna define this as like big and like small buns. But then on the other hand, that's not really a good design system, isn't it? I'm gonna... Yeah. I'm just gonna define like big and small. Let's just do button MD, which has a min width of like 136 pixels. Do I have to define 136 divided by 16 is 8.5 REM. If you give me your critical details right now, I'll give you $1 million bucks. Trust me, I'm in the bitch. Well, I only give my credit card details to like Nigerian princesses, so I'm sorry, I have to pass that one. I think every height is like, oh no, that's 48. Okay, then we do like 48 divided by 16. It's like 3. I should have known that from the top of my head, but I don't know. I'm lazy like that. And then we're also gonna have a button LG, which are going to be this suckers. 60. Are God damn it, I could have known it off the top of my head as well. Well, actually, I am a prince. No. That's nope. Nope. Ruin it. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. I love that meme. That can be 3 as well. Actually, that one needs to be 14. This needs to be like 2.5 REM. Heck, birdie fed me. Bloody hell. 46, 40, 46, 40, 46, 40. What happens if I make this 40? For science. Wait, what the fuck? Why is this, and this? This is 40 height, and the other one is also 40 height. And this is like 16 pixels. And this is 16. Oh, maybe I have to like... Oh, because it's a wider... No, it's not wide. Oh, it is. It's this one is 136. Wait, what am I missing here then? There's like 160 by this. This is what? Okay, so this doesn't need to be like 46. This needs to be 48. Okay, right. Better. And this is why I sometimes hate... I mean, now I can fix this myself, but sometimes you just get a design delivered to you, which this definitely is not. This were just my own mistakes. And you have like buttons for that wide and that wide and that high with that high. It's... Yeah, you can just do spelling, right? I have to stop watching and continue work on the Clever Space app. What the fuck is the Clever Space app? Am I... if I'm going to open this, it's not some kind of weird clever porn or something, right? Clever Space app. Your apps. Clever Space. Is this Clever Space? Is this Clever Space? Is this Clever Space? Advanced RTLS for hospitals. Which one is it? Or am I missing a joke? Which I'm also very good at, if you ask chat. Clever Space tot Belgium. Allee, manneke. But I'm working on the mobile app. Home. Ah, nice. Very good, very good. Very interesting. Yes, 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 yes. Ruining it. Ah, look, this one works. That should fix it. Clever Space, book room. Oh my god, I see so much things I want to improve. I'm sorry. Hey, if you are looking for like a designer, say you like front-end developer, like hit me up. I'm like available in the next coming weeks. I can do some good work for you guys. I'm like funny to work with. I can make a nice cup of coffee. I can also make you like a fruit smoothie if you want to. I can give decent back massages. Oh, made in Joomla. Okay. I mean we can make Joomla headless CMS. Oh, this one. Or like... Oh, so you... Nice! Yeah, I think I can see it here as well. It's the same image, I guess. I think you can see it here a little bit better. So, basically, for the people who are in English, it's like a space booking thingy. Just like, you know, there's like at WeWork we also had all these like little tablets on the doors which show you like this room is booked from this time until this time, and you can even like book a room from a tablet, which you can do from here as well. Pretty cool. I can understand that much Dutch. Hey, I mean, you actually know some Dutch words, Dragonia, so I think you're in a bit of a different league from the other people in chat. But hey, talk to your boss. If you want someone to redo the landing page and designs and that kind of stuff, I'm your guy. Hey, Opus. But let me just finish this portfolio piece, right? Guys talking about design and then opens a landing page which looks like shit. Yeah, that's me. Heading. I think I have to scope this better though. But let's just take it from here. Let's just take it from here. Size. This one was the 48, so I guess this one is the heading size XL. Heading size XL. Yes, I can insult in Dutch. Well, I mean, it's made by someone who works in finance, so it's not extra doll, and I just help a bit if she needs it. Hey, I mean, I propose to make it beautiful. No, hey, you do you. If you don't need beautiful design and a well-crafted front end, no. I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. Let's see. So, did I do any magic? No, I made everything black. Well, actually, it's white, but the font weight is black. There's always room for improvement. Yeah. You know, let's look at this design file. Speaking of, there's always room for improvement. Like you start, like let me show you. Like this is where you start off with. Like it absolutely looks fucking horrible. Then it still looks horrible, but less horrible. Then you go back to it looking horrible, but with a couple of scribbles and like you're exploring things. Then you like try to apply a bit of white space and a little bit of personality by going with like a green color, which also looks horrible. Then you go for a bit more of a style, which looks less horrible. Actually, this looks okay. I don't like the scoot after all, and I also didn't really like the green, because the green isn't like, this is the actual product that I'm building, right? So like, it's a component library of which you can compose, like, these are the components with which you can make like your own link in bio page, which can be more than a link in bio page. So I was like, okay, so this green doesn't really work, and if I just look at this without reading the copy, I'm not seeing any social media, I'm not seeing any links. So then I came to this design where I include a couple of these icons. And please note that like WordPress and Ghost are here for a reason, because they're in the center of attention. A lot of people also on Twitter were asking for like these kind of tools where they can just bring their Ghost blogs and like their WordPress blogs, right? I'm not going to create the SaaS house of this, they can bring that themselves. Oh, I'm gonna go add a new feature quick. Have fun and see you later. Yeah, see you later, man. Thanks for dropping by and thanks for the follow. Hope to see you soon. So yeah, that's like my whole story on you should always iterate. And one thing I'm still not good at, but I'm getting better at, is like, it's okay to be sucky at first. Iteration is everything. That's why I stayed away from design and stick to code. Yeah, iteration in a way, like where designers have iterations, we have refactors, right? I mean, I like both. I mean, I'm definitely better at writing front-end code and staying a bit in the background and not worrying about content and like having a manager shit all over everything because you use like 2 minutes instead of like 2 ginormous man hours or whatever copy he wants, and then it doesn't fit inside of the container and you have to switch everything around. I don't know. I did both during my time at the design agency I worked for. Like, I was mostly responsible for coding, doing the front end, like writing web applications. But I also designed a couple of things, like guide post at home. I designed this website. I mean, they definitely spiced it up a little bit with like a new firm, but the whole like design language is made by me, because I would never stretch an image like this. I would use object fit with cover. But hey, the more you know. I mean, I quit back in September and I probably needed a new firm or like a new agency to work with them. What else did I design? Like, I don't know. I always forget this. Like ATI, but I never remember where ATI stand for. Like, ATI Montessori. Do I have it in Figma maybe? No, I think I got kicked out. Like, I did a whole bunch of Senior Woolly stuff. Oh yeah, here's like the guide post at home. Like, these were the actual designs that I made for like. This was what we came up with, like the whole design language with like the illustrations, like the pages. But as you can see, the fuckiest thing with this client was they just provided us with a lot of copy, like a lot of copy. This is like half of the copy that I think we received like the double of the copy, and then we're like, okay, let's not do that. Let's strip it down just a bit. But yeah, maybe I have to stay on task and like actually build this landing page before time runs out. Oh, because it's already 5 o'clock and I almost have to go. But I will stay for yet another hour, I think. Then I have to like prepare dinner and go to the gym and all that kind of fun stuff. So we'll probably work on the landing page tomorrow as well. And that's fine. I needed to catch up with everybody after being away for 2 weeks, so. Actually, why did I close Figma? Because I'm a little bit stupid. So you're working on your portfolio? Oh, no. I'm actually working on launching this product. Like selling this crossroute product. Like, there's definitely a need for a link in bio page which you can host yourself. Like, there are a lot of technical guys who can actually code and who also run a blog or like have some social media. who were like, yo, I don't want to use Linktree because Linktree is very limited and I don't want to pay a monthly fee when I can just like run my own link in bio page on for sale for like $0 a month. So I was like, okay, let me fill that gap. Let me provide you with a component library which you can compose yourself, like these components. Like these are the headers which you can choose from. You can even choose the social channels. Like maybe you have something with photography, so you want to have an image gallery or like show your work with a portfolio gallery. And then you have cards. Wait, people pay for Linktree? Yeah, actually they do. For all kind of analytics and stuff. And like to have a pay thingy. So I'm like, okay, let me create this component library where the whole thing is okay. So to finish my actual story, and then you can compose with these components just by placing them below each other, like these kind of pages, right? Well, if you look at Linktree, come on, I can type. It's mostly these pages with just a couple of buttons, right? So I went all the way down. Like, developers aren't stupid. They can probably bring their own API. Like, for example, here you can, even if you're like a blogger, you can bring your own blogs. Well, that's what I'm working on. Already have some signups and some interest. So we'll wait and see. You're building for devs. Yep. And I'm including like a small Loom video to also show people like, hey, you don't have to be a programmer. You can also just copy and paste the blocks below each other and just change the copy. And then here you can have this service where you just yeet a zip in it and it will create a website for you. Like, I think it's Simple Host. It's called. I actually don't know from the top of my head what the service is called. But it's basically a service where you just like compress everything to a zip, a whole static website. You yeet it inside of a upload thingy, and then you can hook up your own domain, bind domain, etc. So let's see. So the header is like text center. And what I also need to include, now that I'm thinking of it, is like the texture. This is probably like compress JPEG. Is the MVP ready? Yep, it is. Well, is the MVP ready? I mean, let me show you in just a second. Here. Like, this is pretty much it. I will show it like this way, not in VS Code. So basically what you can do is like, I think I'm currently working at it. So yeah, this is pretty much how it will look. Like, you see these sections, and those are copy pastable. So if I go into like blocks, you see, like, you can go to buttons, but let's say I want to like start off like my crossword templates with a header. These are all the headers where you can choose from, like header with a background video, with a background image, intro video, etc. So let's say I want to go with I'm a content creator. I also make YouTube videos, and I want to do it with a video. Then it's split into like a HTML file. Oh shit. Like an HTML file, which is just something you can copy and paste, and like a CSS file, which is currently not filled because everything, I still have to refactor it, so everything is split out nice and tightly into their own files. Actually, I worked today on like refactoring all the files names, so it makes more sense. So what I'm also going to do is, like, here you have the templates folder, and inside there I'm going to do some, based on the personas, going to provide people with good starting points. Because I was thinking about, you know, I can make it like all integrate like CSS, JavaScript, even like ship with analytics, and I'm like, no, you know what? I think it's far more convenient for like people to like have the HTML, CSS like split off in folders So if you're using Next.js, for example, you can use like the HTML to compose your JSX. And like you can look at the CSS, like this is just the CSS you need for the project. And like be like, okay, I turn this into styled components, or like let me put this into like a module. A CSS module, that was what I meant. Oh, Siri, shut up. How should I do the background texture? Should I do this with like a... I can do one of two things. I can like place an image inside of here and overlay it. I don't think that's really needed because it's like the semantical value, like the value of the information of the background texture isn't there. So it's let's just keep it out of the HTML because it's purely styling. But then I'm getting into like territory where I haven't touched like setting a background image via CSS in like 15 years. So I think it's like assets image pg texture dot jpeg, and then also don't have to forget the semicolon here. Oh well, shit! This actually just works. Huh. Okay. Well, that was easier than I expected. And then I can say like background size cover, which makes the grain a little bit more dense, which is nice. Well, I actually don't have to do a single thing. It just freaking works. Huh. Well. Cool. Okay. Nice. Brings me back to 2012. Actually, let me give the navigation some padding. Three REM 0. Maybe that's just a little bit too big, right? It's like 2.5. Ooh, why does it feel so much worse? It feels small compared to the design. This is 20, right? Am I stupid? 20 divided by 16 is like 1.25, so... and if we look here, it's like... Oh, yeah, we missed a semicolon. Cool. Ugh. Ugh. Tooling. VS Code on Windows just... Alright, gotta go. See ya, Dragonia. Until next time. Actually, I might want to make the header like a little less tall. I don't know. 12 also seemed pretty fine. I'm just in the phase where I'm just like experimenting with like how big I want things to be. That's what she said. Okay, let's do the button where we were working on until we got down the rabbit hole of like a couple of like viewer questions. So what we say is that like we have a button MD, which is this one. So let's apply that. So button MD as well. It's okay, and then we have a button which has a also need a button light, background color or light, background color. Beep beep. ¿Qué pasa? Why are you not working? Probably because I misspelled something. Yep, I did. And then we have to make the buttons display inline. Actually display flex. I like my buttons display flex with justify content. Bada bing, bada boom. And the boots. We probably also have to set like a variable for light text color. That way, normally towards the end, once I start testing on like MacBook, iPads, etc., I sometimes want to tweak like the font colors like just a little bit. Like sometimes using plain white on like this monitor which I'm working on right now is an Asus. It's like more of a gaming monitor. So the white looks a bit off. Once I move this towards my Dell on the right side, it's already a different shade of white. Once I go to my MacBook, it's again another shade of white. So it's good to set that as variable so that I can like quickly prototype between devices until I'm like, okay, so this white works across all devices quite nicely. So let's also say a light text color, which we're just gonna set to the default white, or like default white, like set it to white. Okay, so with a light background color. So let's go to the styles. Maybe I want to make this inline flex now I'm thinking of it. Yeah, better. Better. Makes more sense, especially since... Well, no, it doesn't make that much sense to make this like inline flex, because normally you want a button to grow as wide as like its container grows, unless it's like it has a specified width and height. So this is a button, LG, just like this is a button, LG, and now it screams. You can tell me everything you want, but this is like not. Ah, that's because button group. Yep. Okay, button group. Actually, let me display grid this bitch. Well, nah. Let's just display flex it. Because then we can just do like justify content center. Suckers probably also need like a drop shadow and like a border radius. Why did I close Figma? There's a mosquito again. I should kill him. Gotta go. Later. Keep up the good work. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for dropping by. Have a great remainder of your day. Okay, cool. And then we can also say like text decoration none. Cool. And we'll probably also need to set like it's like weight 700. It's bold. Yeah, this looks pretty decent. So now the only thing that we're missing is like the actual drop shadow. So okay, cool. That brings him like a little bit off the background. I mean, I don't know if you can see that on stream because of the bitrate. But if I do this, now the buttons feel like flatter. Instead, now they feel like they pop a little bit off the page, which makes it look yet a little better. And now that I'm looking at this, these needs to be 700. Yeah, we're doing things a little... Okay, so I made those 700, so that's fine. That's fine. Actually, what happens if I make those 600? Actually might like those to be 600. Just a little bit more. Otherwise it's just too much bold stuff inside of the header. Maybe even 500. No, 600 is fine. 700 is too much. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay, so now we need to do the outline button. Which we do here because of cascading. Background color transparent. Okay, so if we have a button outlined with a button light, we're gonna say border 1 pixel solid. Background color. Am I? Oh. Misspelled it. And then we can say color is like far light text color. It's an example. And that looks awesome. Let's also specify that that a button has a font size of 1 rem. Cool. Cool. What time is it? It's 5:15. Let me check something real quick, guys. Okay, nice. So what I'm thinking right now is let's just finish up this. Let's just finish up like a little bit of the content, like these sections. And then tomorrow we can work on all the details, like enabling the video again, like adding all these small icons into the header. Like we definitely have to work on the assets. And we definitely have to work on the price block. But today we were spending a lot of time like deciding between what route do we want to go. Do we want to go with like plain as HTML CSS, or do we want to go with like Next.js? I was like, okay, let's do this in HTML and CSS because we don't need a blog, we don't need anything fancy. We just need a page which links to Gumroad to sell a product. I'm gonna do all my content marketing, definitely feel like Reddit, Dev2, HackerNoon, all that kind of stuff where the developers are already like present. It doesn't, yeah, we can use SEO, but I think I'm gonna lose the SEO game against Linktree because they are going to outflex me 1 against a million. So, yeah, let's work on this. So this is like 36. So let's call this a heading. Oh, actually, is the actual... Yeah, okay, responsiveness also needs to be better, but that's let's worry about it later. I hate that I have to do yet another mobile navigation. Oh well, it is what it is, as some would say. It only takes 2 minutes even if you're a programmer. Okay, so let's work on the heading styles. Anatea, thanks for the follow, if I pronounced it correctly. Otherwise, I'm sorry for butchering your name. How are you? What are you doing? What are you up to? Let me know in the chat. I want to know more about you guys. I mean, I kind of get sad when I'm only focusing on coding. I want to talk to you guys. I found it way more interesting. Okay, so let's see. Like this is font weight 900. Font weight 900. Like, I guess all the headers are font weight 900, right? 900, 800, shit, okay. Let's just call it heading. Huh, you know what, I can just say this heading black. I'm kind of building my own utility classes, right? I mean, somewhere along the lines, I was like, okay, you know what? We are going to build our own utility thingy. Yeah, I'm just having coffee right now, so I went to the software and game category and found your channel. Oh well, enjoy your coffee. Hopefully, it's nicely brewed. Thanks for watching me build things. Talk to the camera without any purpose. Let's see. Yeah, I might actually just... Do I want to go utility classes all the way? That might seem a bit overkill. Let's just work on these sections just one-on-one. Let's just call this like section intro video. Better. That way I don't have to build a whole system for this. Doesn't make sense anyway. If I was going down that route, I would have been better off using like something that just used Tailwind or just use Next.js. So what we do know is that all this shit needs to be text line center. Okay, and let's also enable the video because I think I'm going to work on the overlay right now. So there it is. So we also have to set the aspect ratio of like the iframe. And let's say that the margin top 130-ish. That's like 8. Okay, and then we have like... Okay, one thing I do not like about the pad we chose with like plain HTML CSS is that I can't use nested things. Like nested declarations. Like I can't go in here and say like iframe. Oh well, it is what it is. You have this little CSS called aspect ratio, which which I can say is like 16:9. Actually, is this widely... Okay, so it isn't supported in Internet Explorer. Boohoo. Wait, isn't this 16:9? Oh shit, that's because of this. Yes. This is what I hate about embedding stuff. Oh. It's just a matter of removing those styles from the header and then I'm good. Like, okay, well, you know what you can do then? Heck it. Or not? What the actual... So, okay, if I remove the padding bottom and the height of 0, what happens? Okay, that's better. But then, does it still like scale down? And now we have this weird overflow. Which is fine. So we might... Yeah, I'm definitely going to like get crazy irritated by the Loom video. But okay, it's a start. It's a start. We can work with this and we can improve it later. Let's just focus on what I was doing, and that's like starting all these categories just a bit so I can like, I don't know, get a head start for tomorrow, right? Font size far. Heading size XL. XL. Wait. It's a little bit of duplication, but it is what it motherfucking is. And then this overflows the container. But this overflows the container as well. Which means that we have to set like a container overflows, which what I already said somewhere in the middle of the stream. It's something I'm used to. I've worked with a designer who loves to do this kind of stuff, and I think it's right so, because if everything was on container, it would look a bit boring. Like now this section pops a little bit more, which we want because it's one of the more important sections. But just how much does it come off the side? Like 60 pixels-ish. 50 pixels-ish. Yeah, 50 pixels. Okay, so that means that we have to take like container. Oh, 50 is like 996 pixels. Yeah, then I have to update the HTML as well. Okay, cool. But I would have expected that this would be a-okay. So this is like a width of 996, but this has a width of 1037. Where did I go wrong? Did I go wrong by not taking into account the double 60? Like, do I need to increment this with like... 996 plus 32 is like 1028. I can live with that. What do you want of me? How far does this even have to grow? What's the matter, babe? I think I set the font size wrong. Oh, it's 48 pixels. So why does it fit here in like 1037? Okay, so it should fit in 1037. But it doesn't want to. Well, that's awesome. It's this. Oh, shoot. Okay. I see what I just did there. I thought this was still like 48 pixels, but we already struggled with that it didn't fit on the grid. So I scaled this down a little bit, like heading size MD, which is like 2.25, which equals like 36 pixels. ¿Qué pasa? That MD? Okay, sure, that's MD then. And then we still have to make this like 1028. Yeah. Okay, now one thing I definitely do not like is this. But let's not worry about the zoom, the actual zoom video. What I'm going to do though is like wrap this in 2 separate containers. Because I still want this to be on the right container. Which might be a little weird for some. Do I have a div too much? So... shit. Yeah, better. And maybe I will even... Nope, because this... There will be images like on the sides of this, so... Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I might as well put this into a grid. And then I can just allow these to overflow. So in that case, we have a bit of a strange section with 3 containers, but I mean, it's just styling, so who cares? So then we can say like container. Move the header inside of here, and then we can say like intro video like grid. What time is it? Okay, I almost have to go. Let me just experiment with this before I go. We just ran into like a this is always my issue. I just can't let go of things. I just want to fix it or want to experiment with it until I have like a sense of how it's going to work. Intro video like grid. And then we are going to say that this is going to be like, we have a 12-point grid. Grid templates columns, like repeats like 12 times 1 of r. I think this won't right. Then we can say like iframe, which is not the right one. Ah, okay, nice. This already does something. This probably set it on the container, right? Where are you? Okay, let's display grids. Now we have this. So what I need to say, the iframe needs to be like a grid column. What is it like? Column spawn. Oh, well, you just do that as grid column and then say like grid column starts at 1, so it's 2 to 11. And I need to do that on like the intro video header. Yes. Better. And then we like fly out with the, hey, why are you... Oh. I made a silly error here. Okay, and this makes sense, because what we can do now is like style the iframe just a little, or maybe even the header. Like we can say like overflow none. Maybe we can even give this an aspect ratio of 2. Ooh, let's not do that. Like let's say, let's give this a border radius of like far, like border radius. How the hell did I call it? SM, okay. I think we only have one border radius, so that seems kind of redundant, but let's roll with it. And then we can say like overflow hidden. Okay, cool. And then we can say like, this also has a box shadow of like far box shadow. Now it comes out of the page as well. And now, yeah, I guess the only thing we need to do is like take care of like, so how big is this one compared to, so this is 748. Because we might have to set like, $672. Okay, so we probably have to set like the grid, like a column gap. Grid column gap. I always forget. Yeah, it's just column gap. Sometimes you use grid, sometimes you don't use grid, and sometimes you don't specify like, it's like what it is. That's my only gripe with like the whole CSS grid like spec. The naming is just hard to remember. It's like one REM. Did I do this right? Wait. Why do I have 13? Does repeat start at 0? Okay, repeat starts at 0 for some reason. Repeat CSS starts. Which isn't specified anywhere. But from our experiment, we know that it starts at 0. Because now this should be like 700 something. Yeah, 730. Well, it isn't bang on, but it's bang on enough for me. I mean, it's my own side. If this was a client side, I would do it pixel perfect, but not right now. Okay, what we learned is that repeat starts at 0. I wonder why. I wonder when. And then we have this padding bottom, and then we will follow this. But I actually have to fuck off because I have to make myself some dinner before going to the gym. Because I don't actually. There was one fun thing that happened like today. We actually went to Loom because I wanted to embed one of my own Loom videos, and then I found like from 2 years ago my own face, which was really weird to look at. Like look at this, look at this, look at the sky in the lower left corner. Like that's me. Like let me in. See that's my face like 2 years ago. How then? And if some of you motherfuckers say that you see no difference, I will come to your house and like smack you in the face. But with the smooch. Ja, beginsel, maar that's me. Like let's there. How do I look there? Lost this bit, congrats. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, 40 kilos. 40 kilos so far. We are still not quite there yet, but we're working on it. But I thought someone like at the start, once we encountered this video, I thought everyone like, it's you don't quite see yourself that often. So of course I know that like 40 kilos is like, I've lost a lot of weight. I mean, that's defined by the number. But it wasn't until like you see these kind of videos or like old photos, which I haven't made a whole lot of. You know, when you're that kind of overweight, you're like, I don't want to go on pictures. I mean, those are silly. You make a picture. But yeah, that didn't include like actual work stuff where you had to show your face. Holy shit. And I remember quite well 2 years ago that I started like working out because my friends kind of like, we are going to work out, do you want to come along? And I was like, okay, I need to lose some weight anyways, I think it's fun. But I remember from this time being that I thought to myself, well, yeah, you are like 130 kilos, but you don't look that fat. And now I look at this video and think, you definitely were a little chubby guy, man. Oh well. Oh well, fun things, the more you know. So, I will be back tomorrow, where we will probably finish up this site or like work on it some more. I think we can probably finish this tomorrow. I had a little bit of a slow day today, like figuring out stuff, like fixing a couple of things in the design. But we can finish the landing page tomorrow. Thursday, I'm not going to be on. Maybe I'll be on Friday. I will keep you all you guys updated on Twitter. So if you want to follow along with the streams and watch me finish up Crossroad, make sure to follow me on Twitter. So you stay up to date. For now, I had an absolute blast. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're from. Mwah! Little smoochy to leave you all guys off. And I will see you tomorrow around 3 o'clock my time, which is Amsterdam time. Okay. See ya. See ya, Antina.